This video especially for those who are still struggling to speak this language, and sometimes they get tired or bored or lose motivation to continue the journey towards influencing. For those who still don't know me, my name is Lina Guettaf. I am an English teacher, but in the same time I like to spread positivity and motivation around me, within everyone. I like to empower people and push them forward. Anyways, if you want to be one of them, subscribe to this YouTube channel and hit the subscription button in order to receive a notification every time we upload a new positive motivational video. I am so excited to talk about this subject and share with you one of the most positive stories of my life, how this has happened. After joining university, I was kind of, it feels like boring. I'm not into this, but I remember the first session I attended. It was phonetics, and the teacher his pronunciation was super amazing, and I liked it. I was like, oh, I felt like this is my first time hearing English. So I was like, really, I like this language, how it sounds. I felt like I'm falling in love within this language, and that moment I decided to continue my studies at university and to not repeat my baccalaureate exam, because that was my first plannings. So, and to do all it takes in order to be an English speaker. You know, at the beginning, I get so much overwhelmed, confused how to do so, with what to start. My pronunciation isn't good. I don't have, I don't know the grammar rules, no vocabulary, lack of vocabulary. I was like overwhelmed, feeling overwhelmed, what to do. Anyways, I remember the first year, I started so many different methods that didn't work with me. And the second year, I started to figure out how. Before I continue, if you want me to record a specific video about how I become an English speaker, I mean the steps, the methods I used, how could I learn English by myself without even a teacher, so just let me know in the comment list below. Anyways, that's another story. So the second year, I remember I applied in order to attend the conference. My English wasn't good, and I got accepted in this conference. And one of the conditions of this conference is that you should be an English speaker. And I mentioned in the registrations that, yeah, I'm a good English speaker. I wasn't. So when I got accepted, that conference was a life dream. Honestly, it was a life dream. It was one of my passion, you know, like I like to do public speakings and everything. It was like a challenge, something I'm passionate about, everything. What to do. Like now, I have two choices: whether to give up and to not attend the conference, whether to be an English speaker. And I received the result. I received that I'm accepted in March, and the conference on April, not March, and the conference was in September. So do you see the period? I was like, I know some English, but not fluent to be able to present and to talk in public. So what to do? I choose the second choice, which is to be an English speaker. Well, I want to tell you that I know you have a goal. First, if you want to be an English speaker, what is your goal? Why do you want to speak this language? Why do you want English, specifically English? I know you may say it's the international language, everyone in the world speaks English. No, but I want your own personal goal. Like me, for example, I identified my goal, which was I want to speak this language because I want to attend a conference. That was something very, very specific and personal that has to do with me. What's your own goal? You've got to identify this, because if you don't identify your goal, why do you want to be an English speaker? It is a journey. It is not something that's gonna happen overnight. So what's gonna happen to you? Once you get tired, you get bored, I don't know, confused, you will give up, because there isn't a specific goal. So that's the first thing we've got to do. And second, like I did, when there were the goal of attending the conference, I didn't see English as an obstacle. No, that's what most of the people do. And even my students, they say like, we see English as an obstacle between us and our goals. I always tell them, try to see your goals as a source of motivation for you in order to speak English. So once you identify your goal, try to see it like this: my goal is a source of motivation for me in order to be an English speaker. not the opposite. Not English is an obstacle. Stop saying English is my obstacle. No, try to say this goal is my source of motivation in order to be an English speaker. The same thing, for example, you are saving money. Why you are saving money? Because you have a goal. You want to do this with and this within this money. So nothing is gonna stop you from saving. You will continue. So that I could attend the conference and I did very well. I was so much surprised. I didn't expect that I would talk like this. Like really becoming an English speaker increased my confidence. After attending the conference, 100 of doors of opportunities were opened in front of me. Not because of the conference, but because of the language English. Really, learning a language, especially English, is something so much powerful. For example, after graduation from university, I started working as an English teacher. When I started working as an English teacher, first of all, I always said this to myself: if I didn't choose that moment of the conference to speak English, I wouldn't now be an English speaker, and I wouldn't even being able to work as an English teacher and get money out of it and everything, and being able to pay my own bills and build a living for myself. So after years, this will not have an impact at this moment, at this specific moment only, but its impact will stay with you after years and years and years and years. So don't you ever postpone the goal of being an English speaker, because every time you are losing so many opportunities at this moment and for the next month and the next year. If I didn't choose to learn English and to be an English speaker in April 2019, I would lose the opportunity of becoming a good and an English teacher and having a job in 2023 and 22 until now, because I will always get tired, less motivated, like what happened with most of my colleagues. So now, even if they got the opportunity to work as English teachers, they will not be able to speak the language since they were not good English speakers at university. The problem is not that you are not good at speaking English. The problem is that you are not taking a step forward. You are not identifying your goal. You are not doing anything about it. That's the problem. So there is no problem if you don't speak English, but there is a lot of problems if you don't do anything about it, especially if you have it as a goal. As I mentioned, if you want me to give you more details about it, how to become an English speaker, how to be able to explain your thoughts and your ideas clearly, even if you have a limited vocabulary, let me know in the comment list below. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Let us stay in touch through Instagram. Welcome.